Hello, in this video I'm going to be doing an orchid showcase of my Cattlianthe Fairyland. Now this is a cross between Cattlianthe Candy Tuft and Cattleya Beaufort. And Cattleya Beaufort is an orchid that I see used in a lot of SVO's recent mini Cattleya crosses. So this orchid is 25% Cattleya luteola, 25% Cattleya coccinea, 12.5% Cattleya trianae, 12.5% Cattleya harrisoniana, 12.5% Cattleya lodogicii, and 12.5% Cattlianthe aurantiaca. So it's predominantly Cattleya luteola and coccinea, but it does have an even mixture of trianae, harrisoniana, lodogicii, and aurantiaca. And personally, I think the petals have a very trianae shape, especially these ones right here. You'll see in a lot of trianae that they have very diamond-shaped petals and very, like, I don't know, I just think it all looks very Cattleya trianae. And I'll post some pictures of Cattleya trianae in here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I think the petals have a very trianae shape. You'll see in a lot of Cattleya trianae that they have these very diamond-shaped petals right here. And I'll post some pictures in here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, and hopefully you'll see the sort of trianae resemblance that I see. So apart from the trianae resemblance, there's also a Cattleya luteola resemblance in the lip. So the lip shape and the lip color is very characteristic of Cattleya luteola, and I believe that Cattleya luteola also has a little bit of this marking right here, especially this line down the middle. This center marking I think is characteristic of luteola blooms. But I'll also post pictures of Cattleya luteola blooms in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, well maybe not the coloring down here, but definitely the shape, the overall shape and color of the lip, especially the ruffling, is very characteristic of Cattleya luteola. And also the general size of the plant, because it's very small for how many taller species and bigger orchid species it has in its parentage, like the trianae, the harrisoniana, and the lodogicii. Those are very tall plants, especially the harrisoniana and lodogicii, because the harrisoniana and the lodogicii are very tall plants. I have a mature lodogicii outside, and it's almost like 2 feet tall, so it's very small because of the luteola and coccinea than a lot of its parents are. So as you can see, I have 2 blooms. That is the same as I had last blooming, and this one flowers twice a year. And of course you can see that the color is a very faint cream with a pink overlay on top, and these are very thin petals, and even the lip is not very thick or very substantive, as they would say. And that actually kind of leads into the length of these flowers, which they generally last about a week, which is one of the shortest sort of lifespan for flowers that I have in my collection. Although it does make up for that with being a very easy grower and blooming twice a year, so there's no real complaints with the length of flowering. And as you can see, the flowers are sort of variable in and of themselves. This lip is a little bit less open than I would like it to be, especially in comparison to this one over here. You can see that this one's a lot more open, and this one is a little bit closed at the end. It's not fully open, and I'm going to post some pictures of my Cattleya Olivia 1, which is a cross of Cattleya trianae and Cattleya intermedia, and it has this same sort of annoying little habit of not fully opening the lip at the end. However, some of them will have the lip open, and you can even see in the coloration of the lip. This one has less red coloration. while this one has more, obviously. And then again with the pink, you can see a lot more of the pink shading around the edges of the petals right here on this one than we have over here. But they are pretty flowers. They have a sort of crystalline look. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they have that sort of diamond dusted, pretty little Cattleya sort of effect that they have going on. These have a very faint cinnamon floral fragrance for maybe 1 to 3 hours on a good day. On a good hot day in summer, 1 to 3 hours right after sunrise, and then the rest of the day there's no real fragrance on them. And like I said, it lasts about a week, but again, it does make up for it with flowering twice a year. So I have this in bark and moss over leca, and I guess I have a weed growing in there too. But yeah, it's a very easy grower, no fuss. It has like tons of pseudobulbs in here. Like it has very short distances between each pseudobulb. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in here, and there's at least there's like 6 big pseudobulbs. So if you can find this, I would definitely pick it up. It's definitely an easy one to grow. However, I don't know if there are any awarded strains or cultivars of this cross, because obviously I haven't found any. Excuse me, there is one Cattlianthe Fairyland that is awarded an AMAOS of 80 points, and that is Cattlianthe Fairyland Rogan's Gold, and I'll post pictures of it right here. So you can see that this cross is capable of a lot more flowers than I have right now, and I think that I have one of the better shaped seedlings from this cross and better shaped coloring and lip coloration from this cross, and I'll post pictures of different seedlings from this cross right here. But if I ever am able to get the care top notch on this one and my fertilizing routine really good on this one and get 6 or however many blooms there are on the AMAOS, and it's in time for judging, I may just take it in and see how it goes, because personally I think they're very pretty flowers, although they aren't as fully shaped right here as maybe the judges would like. I think it's very pretty, and I still would like to take it in even if it doesn't get any awards. Maybe I could get an HCC or one of those ones where you get it for being particularly well grown, but we will see. That's very far in the future. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been the Orchid Showcase of my Cattlianthe Fairyland, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.